Episode 66. It's episode 66. It's episode 66 of Talking with Tasha plus Trey. Lostcast, episode 6. Is that 3 6s? Uh-oh. I don't know if you can tell, but I just put that together. Anyway, we're gonna, it's fine. Everything's fine. The world is not crumbling. We're fine. We're all fine. We're just gonna rewatch Lost. Because honestly, being deserted on an island right now doesn't sound so bad. I take that back. I do not want to be deserted on an island. Anyway, thank you so much for coming back to Talking with Tasha. This episode is a day late. But isn't that just my story of my life? A day late and $1 short. But thank you for being patient. I am, working full time. I picked up a part-time job because I'm crazy. Still trying to make it to the gym and grocery shop and do laundry and still see my friends once in a while and family and stuff. So sometimes things happen. So, and I'm going to warn you, I did not really edit this episode. Very lightly edited, we will say. So let's hope we didn't say anything too controversial. Or maybe we want to be controversial and get all the listeners and followers and go viral. Although I don't want to get canceled. But I don't think anything we said we'd get canceled for. It's a risk I'm willing to take, I guess. Okay. That's enough of me rambling. So, but real quick, hot off the presses, I just saw online that Dr. Odyssey on ABC is not getting a season 2. And even though, yes, I did watch that show, and yes, I thought it was really kind of dumb, I am surprised it got canceled because I thought it was doing well in the ratings and stuff. It was like Joshua Jackson's big comeback. Everybody thought he was this hot doctor. There was a threesome on network TV. Excuse me? Anyway. We'll just have to go back to Below Deck for our steamy boat mances. No doctors on that show, but oh well. Anyway, just thought I should let you know about that big news there in my world. Anyway, without further ado, this is Talking with Tasha plus Trey, Lostcast, episode 6, House of the Rising Sun. And this conversation starts, we just jump right in. We're talking about manicures and pedicures, and then we just ramble on for a little bit before we get to Lost. But you know us, you love us. We're fun to listen to, right? Just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. My toes are cute, but I can't bend that way to show you that. So
I've just been doing these purple nails, and I'm going to add a gold sparkle over top of them. They're for me, but also for the show that I'm in that Nick's directing.
Ooh.
I convinced the costumer that my character, who's a wizard, would have his nails painted.
Of course.
Yeah, great, sure.
Why wouldn't?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's a wizard. Wizards do what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just in this, for when you do the video for Reels, I'm in this low cut tank top.
I'm in my pajama Morningside. The last couple, I'm wearing my Morningside garb, but I usually just wear this to bed.
I don't think I have any Morningside garb anymore.
This was what I got with my welcome letter. Did you get one of these? Your acceptance?
I think I also got one. Yes, welcome to Morningside.
Still wear it to bed.
Look at you. I don't know that I can fit in mine anymore, but hey, that's what getting older is all about. My teeth are so pretty.
Oh, yeah.
My face isn't exploding.
Yeah, we need an update.
I have so many
I know.
things.
We need an update on the teeth, So,
my face is no longer exploding. There's just some bacteria under my gums. I got to pay for that because my insurance won't cover it.
Fun.
So if anybody out there in podcast land wants to be my benefactor, all of my social handles are at TKRB3. Please send me money, including my Venmo.
I hear that.
It's so much.
With my tax return, which I got the most money back I've ever gotten, which makes me think I did something wrong. But I used it to I have this little gap right here that only I can really care about. But
look, teeth are important.
I know. So
and weird.
I went through all this drama before, I had braces for so long, all these things, blah, blah, blah. And then even though I would still wear my retainer, this little gap started because my retainer's 20 years old and they do just they stretch out after so long or whatever. So I used that money to get two new trays to like Invisalign Junior kind of, but it didn't close it all the way. So I'm so frustrated.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh, and they want more money, and they're like, we could probably do it with one more. I'm like, how many times are you gonna keep saying that though?
Right. Right. Can we just like fill it in with something?
And honestly, that second tray that I put in, it hurt so bad. I was like, how did this not move it enough? Because it but and
annoying.
I had close-ups, they do all the like close-up pictures of your teeth and stuff. And I saw where I started and where I ended, and like I can see a little bit of a difference, like even just things just getting back to whatever, but
oh yeah,
most people would probably be like, that was a waste of money, girl. But
no, if it makes you feel better, because
yeah.
like I spent way too much money on like these two front teeth when one of them broke, and I'm like, I want that gap to be gone because I didn't ever have a gap.
Yeah,
but now
that's what I mean. I never had.
There's a tiny little gap happening again that nobody can notice.
Yeah.
But I know is there.
Like nobody ever. I'm the only one that ever cared about this, but it drove me nuts.
Absolutely.
And my brother, because it drove me crazy. Every time I'd see him, he'd go, oh, and I go, what? And he's like, that gap.
Siblings are the worst.
I was like, how rude. Siblings, you were back in the homeland.
I was in Iowa last week.
How was that?
It was fine. My nephew is a baseball player, and he made the JV and the varsity teams at his school. I won't say which school because he's a child. But they played at the Field of Dreams.
Oh, fun!
And like, if you are from Iowa, you know that the Field of Dreams is absolutely a thing.
It is.
That a lot of people care about.
They've had a couple there. Like, yeah.
They have. And they're building a whole other field for the majors. So my dad was just like, hey, it's going to be a family trip. And he, bought my ticket out and put us all up in an Airbnb together. I got to like hang out with my little nephews that are all under 5 and watch my nephew play some baseball at the Field of Dreams. And my favorite little joke is is this heaven? Like when he comes out of the
it's
cornfield,
Iowa.
Is this heaven? And like I just want to be like, no, it's Iowa. I love Iowa. I know. Growing up there was great. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, it's such a love-hate relationship now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Natasha, I don't know what it's doing in South Dakota, but it is 100 degrees here. It has been 100 degrees for 2 days.
So you're getting what we had over the weekend. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we had like 105. That kind of thing. And then this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's cooled off. Like I opened my windows the other day. Like it cooled off that much.
What?
You know what I mean? But now today, even though it rained overnight and stuff, that just made it more humid. When it rains and it's not a reprieve, it's just like worse. And so
oh yeah.
So
I remember that. Doesn't do that so much here.
Yeah. So
I remember the Midwest rain.
So it rained, but now it's just more humid and we're back to like 80s. I think by the weekend it's supposed to be like lower 90s. Maybe not quite as hot as last weekend, but still bad.
Do you know why it's so humid in Iowa? Also, like when I tell people here in New York City, they're like, "Oh, it's so humid here." I'm like, "This ain't nothing. Go to Iowa in July and August. It's like 80 to 100% humidity. Is it the moisture from the corn? Entire 2 months. It's the corn. I had an idea, but my brother-in-law we were all talking about. My brother-in-law was like, "I'm just gonna Google this," and he did, and the trillions of gallons of water that the Iowa corn puts into the air and then it just hangs there is why it's miserable. And now my dad is talking like he wants to, have everybody get together like every other year, but after baseball season for my nephew, which means July and August, which means like RAGBRAI and the Nationals.
Yeah.
I don't. in the state fair where Daddy Trump is going to be on the first day, apparently,
But
this
there's a
year.
butter cow.
But there's a butter cow. Hey. Not a butter face, a butter cow.
No, but I wonder if they, and I think it's probably just because they're closer to the ocean or something. But in the South, the humidity is even worse than here. But they don't have as much corn, so.
No, they just have hatred. I mean, we have hatred everywhere. Let's talk.
But like, have you ever like? I remember going to like Tennessee in the summer and like just melting, like you know what I mean. So
you know,
so
I
don't know.
I try not to go to the South in the summer because
of that.
it's just so hot.
Yeah, or like
if I'm gonna go somewhere in the summer, like put me on a boat and like put me in on a cruise. I'll have some dry heat, or like send me to Greenland.
Yeah.
Like I just don't want to sweat
So
if I don't have
yeah.
to.
So yeah, we don't know why the South is humid, but we know why Iowa is.
Yeah. I'm sure it's like, I mean, there's so much agriculture everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure that like
True,
it's
true.
always going to be agriculture.
Probably. All right. Before we get into Lost, have you been watching anything else or like anything else we should chat about?
Top Chef ended.
Did we like the winner?
We love the
Okay.
winner. We're so happy. Should I spoil it?
I mean, I don't watch the show, so I don't care.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So Tristan won with some Afro-Caribbean
nice.
cuisines. Oh, the food looks so good.
I know. I said I know like I watch it, but like
right. MasterChef is happening right now. We love Lego Masters. Do you watch Lego Masters?
I've watched it here and there, but I don't like it's not appointment television, but
it's so much fun for us. Although Will Arnett is not gonna host it next season. It's gonna be Nick Cannon, and I don't know if we're gonna watch.
He just has a lot of kids, you know.
Do you see Miss
the cat
thing right there?
Yeah.
Oh, she is loud currently. Oh, and also happy Pride.
Yeah.
It's Pride Month. Also, New York City primary happened yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the Cuomo's out, right?
Cuomo conceded to Zohran Mamdani. Thrilled about that. This is a pro Mamdani half of the podcast. Not that you aren't, but you probably don't follow New York City politics because why should
Only what I see you post, basically.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My Cuomo hatred will now end, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Ted Cruz hatred.
And I gotta say, even though you don't live in Iowa anymore, you even keep me aware of like some Midwest politics too. You keep up with a lot of that.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I try to, but I also want to have a good day sometimes, so I try to like.
True, absolutely. But like, I followed the Des Moines Register on Instagram, and every now and again, just like Kim Reynolds pulled this kind of bullshit.
Oh man, and see,
Miss Ma'am Minerva Cat, why are you crying?
Oh, because you're not paying attention.
She wants to be held, but it's too hot to hold anything.
It is so hot. Like part of the reason I was a smidge late for this was I went to the gym today. I did my step class, and I'm usually freezing like all the time. It takes a lot for me to sweat usually. I was like dripping. So when I got home, I had to, do a little rinsey shower and then eat a little something, and I was like, give me a couple minutes. I gotta. And I got my hair done yesterday, so I did the shower cap thing, trying to keep it for a couple days.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I got to get a haircut soon. It is just, it's very cute, but it needs to.
Yeah. I'm trying to think here. So have you seen any?
Yeah, what are you watching?
Have you seen any previews? I believe it's on Amazon for We Were Liars. It's based on a book series, I guess. Machine. I didn't read the book, but I gotta say it's 8 episodes, I think. It probably could have been like 4. Some of it got kind of drug out. But the ending, I literally was like, I was a bit surprised. It was while I was
Oh.
watching it, a part of me was like, why am I still watching this? But it's such one of those things that there's a lot of these kind of shows now where there's like family
Mm-hmm.
secrets and something happened. And because the other thing that I watched recently was, I think also on Amazon, Jessica Biel, and she played Effie Trinket. I'm blinking on her name. But
Elizabeth
that's it.
Banks.
They're in a mini series called like The Better Sister or something, and that's about like
Okay.
Jessica Biel comes home and her husband's dead, and then it's like who done it, and then we find out that Jessica Biel, her husband was actually her sister's husband first. Like, yeah,
Gasp.
yeah. So it's that was pretty good,
Oh
and
my goodness.
and because I love me a procedural on Netflix, of course, it recommended for me. It's
Yeah.
called Department Q, and I believe it's a Scottish show, or like it's set in Scotland, so we got
Yes.
accents. We love that. And that was like this guy, he gets like shot in the beginning and he's dealing with coming back to work, and so they just give him this like they're like, here, do some cold cases just to like keep him busy, like not thinking he'd actually do anything with it, kind of. But then
Oh, and Matthew Good.
yeah,
What was he in?
but I really liked
He's
that.
so
It was really good.
good.
And then again, Netflix coming in clutch. It recommended for me this movie from 1995. It had
Oh.
Sigourney Weaver, Dermot Mulrooney, Herrick Connick Jr., Holly Hunter, like a stacked cast. And I was like, how had I never heard of this?
Yeah.
It's called Copycat. And Sigourney Weaver plays this kind of like profiler therapist lady.
Some friends of mine were just talking about this movie,
Because
but
it's
didn't
trending
go
on
into
Netflix
it,
right now. But it's about this serial killer that he's killing people, but he's being a copycat of other famous serial killers. And then but now,
Oh.
as a person that has probably ingested too much true crime in my life, like they show him like buying a guy a drink, and I'm like, he's doing Dahmer, like I could call out like what he was doing. I was like, oh nope, it's Son of Sam, it's Berkowitz, I was like,
Oh my gosh. And I'm sure there was like a point where he was covered in blood because, while he might not have been a member of organized crime, we're going to talk about organized crime this week, maybe.
like the show, or what do you mean?
For the show, for Lost. I was trying to transition. I don't know if it
Oh
worked.
yeah, I thought you meant like Law and Order organized crime, because
No, not
because
not Law and
but
Order
real quick,
Organized Crime.
I did watch it, even though they moved it to Peacock, and the
Sure.
fact that they moved it to Peacock, they cuss on it now, and it's so weird for me to see Stabler use the F word, and like the first time I was,
Oh, that feels right, though.
it does, but it doesn't at the same time. Because I'm just so used to like network procedurals where they just don't
Sure.
really cuss, and then
Or like, go ahead.
no,
sorry.
go ahead. I don't know what I was gonna say.
No, because like, did you watch the new Matlock? I know I've talked about it.
I watched the first episode.
God, we watched all of it, and every episode, Kathy Bates was just like, "Well, gosh darn it, we got to find out who hid the files that killed my daughter." every episode, and Nick and I kept turning to each other and being like, oh, "Did you know that's what happened? Did you know that she lost her daughter to her drug addiction,
Yep.
and that this law firm covered it up? Did you know that? I didn't know that." Next episode, oh my gosh, Kathy Bates told us. Did you know that her daughter?
Just in case you forgot. And I gotta say,
it's also on CBS.
yes, that's
so
kind of
CBS
honestly what lost me in the first episode, and it's probably because I watched it after a bunch of people said, "Oh, there's a big reveal at the end," so I'm expecting, I don't know, some crazier reveal or something. And then I need to burp.
No.
And then I shouldn't say just that her daughter died from an overdose, and I don't want to sound unsympathetic, but I feel like that storyline's been beaten to death with all the opioid
We're
stuff.
doing it so much now.
And this is also coming from someone that watches every procedural where it's basically the same show with different people. Like, I get that it's
right.
I get
Yeah,
that, like me saying that seems kind of hypocritical, but I don't know.
No, Matlock was a lot of fun. Elsbeth is a lot of fun.
I like
Give us a
Elsbeth.
CBS
She's kind of
proceed.
crazy. I like her a little bit.
Did you finish the season?
I don't. It's one of those shows where I'm like, oh, I'll watch it if it's on or something. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's one
absolutely.
of those. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like we'll watch it if we don't have anything else to watch. We'll watch a couple episodes of Elsbeth.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I do think that's, I don't know. And what is her character is actually from what show was she on first? Isn't that like
The Good
The Good
Wife.
Wife? Okay. Yeah, I didn't get into that one as much,
We
but
started it during the pandemic, and it's so good. And then we transitioned over to The Good Fight,
mhm.
and that was absolutely a TV show. It wasn't my favorite. I mean, love Delroy Lindo, love Christine Baranski, but it just
Oh, of
just
Chris
wasn't.
sorry. Speaking of
I know it's back.
speaking of Christine Baranski, are you watching Nine Perfect Strangers?
Oh, that's what I thought you were going with.
No, she's on that now.
I thought you were gonna go to the Gilded Age.
Oh no, I don't watch that.
Oh, it's Natasha. Nothing happens. It's perfect. I love it.
But Nine Perfect Strangers, even though I think the book is only like the first season was about the book, now they're just doing whatever they want. It's Nicole Kidman.
Because that was the Nicole Kidman one.
She's wearing a weird wig. She's got a
thought it
weird
was
accent,
fine.
you know.
Yeah.
But with this one, I was like, I'll give it a whirl. I didn't hate the first one. Let's do some drugs and deal with some trauma, I guess, is kind of the premise.
Is Manny Jacinto back with his arms? That's what I would care about.
Who? Which one?
Manny Jacinto.
No, it's none of the guests are the same. It's
Boo.
yeah.
Well, he wasn't a guest. He worked at the place.
They're in now because she like got in trouble. Remember, she got in trouble.
Rude. Yeah. No, I got you.
But yeah, why can't I'm blanking on names so much. The sister from Schitt's Creek is on it, but not playing
Annie Murphy.
Yeah, yeah. And then the cute Asian British guy. I can't think of anyone. Henry something?
Cute
Henry Golding?
Asian British guy.
Isn't that a name?
Henry Gold. It is a name. Oh yeah, him.
Yep,
okay,
he's in
yeah.
it. And then Christine Baranski. No, I'm trying to. There's probably other names, but like I said, I'm terrible today. But I don't know. I turn it on and I end up playing on my phone. I kind of get bits and pieces of it. It's not
Second screen viewing.
Yeah, kind of thing. But anyway.
I'm trying to break myself of second screen viewing, but it's hard.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, we can get to Lost now if we want. I think that's all I had to talk about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I just have to mention, because I texted you right after we ended. I didn't talk about Eurovision last time.
Oh, yeah.
And now this is coming out in July. I apologize to my fellow gays. Eurovision is wonderful. Everyone needs to watch it.
Who won? I guess I didn't keep up with that as much as I should have.
JJ from Austria with a song called Wasted Love.
Oh. And did you agree with that? Was it?
Oh, no. My favorite song this year. I mean, there were so many good songs. What was my favorite song this year? I turned my Eurovision brain off because I just was consuming so much of it. Oh, you can go find my blog post on
that's true.
.com.
I like how you're like, I don't my own life sometimes.
No,
I really don't.
I've been so busy doing so many things, but now I need to know what it was. GreatPopCultureDebate.com/panelist/Trey Radio Blackburn. There we are. Eurovision's just such a fun time. It is super gay. It is a music contest for Europe. Oh, my favorite song was Zierm from Albania. Oh, my second favorite song was Ikome from Finland. Oh, such good songs. You have to go
Okay,
listen.
I will. That's probably a lie, but I'll if
Yeah. But speaking of international things, Lost is a very international episode.
It is. And real quick on the Eurovision, wasn't ABBA a winner?
Yeah.
ABBA
won in 1976.
It does produce some famous people. Yeah, for sure.
They're the biggest ones. Well, no, they're not the biggest ones. They won with Waterloo. A little singer that you might have heard of from French Canada.
Celine.
From Quebec.
Celine
Dion.
Celine Dion.
She won in 1986 for Switzerland with my favorite winner song. Yeah. You don't have to be from the country.
Is this like the Olympics? You can just claim citizenship to
A little
compete.
bit. It's Ne pas partager moi is such a great song. It's so good.
Yeah. Celine Dion. Okay.
Celine. All right, that probably was loud.
She's in this episode a lot. No, she's not. Wouldn't that be something?
I would love it. All right, should we get into Lost?
Yeah.
All right. Commercial break.
You're good at your sound effect.
Whoa.
There you go.
I didn't take notes on the previously on Lost, but they did have a very long previously on Lost because it kind of pinpointed at lots of things. So, not sorry. All right, shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is season 1, episode 6, House of the Rising Sun. I'm already gonna call it out. I'm super sad we didn't have that song. Why did you not play that song?
True. And you know what I'm just realizing because I'm an idiot? The episode's mostly about Sun. I didn't put together the title and
Natasha. I
thought
I have the prettiest friends. My friends are all so pretty.
I knew it was a song. I knew, but I'm like, oh, Sun. Oh, and here's the deal. Until streaming, I never knew the names of hardly any episodes ever.
Oh, no, I know, right? It is fine.
Okay, go.
Okay, so we open up on Sun's eye. She is smelling a flower, and Jin is barehanded catching a fish. Great, that's all we get.
Manly men.
He's a manly man. Kate and Jack are flirting in the dumbest way. It's so high school. She is asking about his tattoos. Jack is being very coy. Charlie comes over and tells them to get a move on. Are you guys done copulating or whatever he said they were doing?
And she says something about are you a hardcore surgeon because you have tattoos or something? And I was like, everybody has tattoos now. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a tattoo.
I do. Little guy on my ankle, but
you're a hardcore podcaster. I'm just a little baby.
Hardcore.
So Charlie's like, let's get a move on. We gotta go get the water because the Great White Hunter, Locke, is ready to go. And so now Sun is making flower arrangements. Sun spends so much of this episode just looking. Just staring off. This wonderful actress who's got a career in South Korea. All they're using her for are looks.
Well, she
stares.
She does more from here on out, kind of though.
Yes, she does, but it's just very funny. Yeah. So she's now making a flower arrangement while Jin smacks the giant fish on a rock to kill it, and then Sun is pensive. Sun is wary, and this all just feels very, and I don't know if fetishizing is the right word, but they're definitely trying to make Sun look like a timid Korean woman. It just feels very and even icky a little bit.
With you saying her being quiet, isn't that kind of a stereotype of
yes. It's such a trope, yeah.
And so Charlie has the flariest flare jeans on that
I didn't notice his jeans. I was not up on the fashion this week.
And I noticed, which I guess later their shirts are really sweaty, but there's a part with Kate here in the beginning where I'm like, they're talking about how hot it is, but she looks fine. She doesn't look sweaty.
Huh.
But anyway.
Oh. And so then we have a flashback. It's our first Sun flashback, and it's in Korean, and so all of the Americans get sad because they're made to read captions. We're at a party, and Sun takes a glass of champagne from a waiter, and the waiter is Jin.
And she is in a really cute dress, except
it's such a cute, hot pink.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I put it's a hot girl dress. Although there is a little bow on her butt. That's not my favorite because it's kind of open back and it crisscross ties, and then the bow is kind of at the bottom. I feel like it could be, they didn't ask me, but it's
yeah. So they later have a secret rendezvous at a gazebo that's wrapped in silk fabrics. And they kiss and they worry about her father. And it's clear that there's love there. And it's clear and it's also clear that there's a stark class difference. Sun is very rich, Jin is very not. And Sun, sorry, my cat is just yowling. Sun wants to run away and get married so they can be happy together and away from her father. And then Jin gives her a flower and promises to give her a diamond someday. Back to the present, where Jin presents the fish to Sun, and then he just like books it across the beach and tackles Michael and starts like punching him in the face. Although I did see like a bad stage punch, like it just like they punched him like right next to his face because you don't want to actually punch people.
Right.
And then he tries to like drown him, and Walt's shouting, "Stop!" And Sun shouts something in Korean, and then everyone just kind of stands and stares. We go to a commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately back in, Sawyer and Sayid come sprinting out of the fuselage. Why are you in the fuselage?
Yeah, I thought we burned
Is that just to hide you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought we burned that. Were you guys having like a little sneaky link? I'm just going to make everybody gay.
I wrote like Sayid takes Jin out, like the way.
Yes. Like in the way that like Jin just tackles Michael, Sayid just tackles Jin.
It's like football linebacker thing or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
They learn a lot of things in the Iraqi army.
Yeah, they do.
And so then Sayid and Sawyer drag Jin up the beach and they handcuff him to the plane. Then we go to the spelunkers. I'm just going to call them the spelunkers.
I called them the water brigade when I took
the water brigade. Yes. That's so much better. So we go to the water brigade, Jack, Kate, Charlie, and Locke, and Jack leads them into the cave. And also, question, how did any of the fuselage and the luggage get into the cave? How? I wrote in capital letters.
In my mind, or at least even in the last episode, it didn't look like a full-on cave to me. It kind of just looked like there's a waterfall and it's kind of more inland and it's kind of just shaded better. But then this episode,
and
it's
he
like
does talk about like the canopy, but like it just I don't understand the logistics of this cave.
In this episode, there's a point later where I'm like, oh, and it must be nighttime now, and then a minute later it's not, and I'm like,
right,
there's some real shade up in that cave, like because it was dark.
Who knows
yeah. So anyway,
what's happening?
Something's.
So Charlie suggests that they go through the luggage, and Jax tells him, yeah, sure, look for medical supplies, especially drugs. And Charlie goes, drugs? So Charlie, like, wanders off, and the other three get water, and then Charlie pulls out his drugs. Not Jack's medical drugs. Charlie's getting high drugs.
Recreational drugs.
And then Locke... yes. And then Locke comes up on him and says, don't move. And Charlie's like, he's like, no, don't move. You're standing on a beehive, Charlie. And Charlie is terrified of bees. He thinks that he's allergic to them. You don't know unless you've been stung, bucko.
We all learned that from my girl. I mean, Thomas J. He can't see without his glasses.
Without his glasses.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's how I cope with when it's too serious.
Good.
I have to laugh.
Yes. So we're back on the beach, and Michael is being asked by Sayid why he was attacked. And then we get a ton of microaggressions, like rapid fire, just microaggressions. Michael's pissed, correctly, for being asked, like,
what'd you do?
The problem.
Yeah.
What did you do? Michael seems to not like that Sayid is Iraqi. Jin, also, like, I feel like I need to, like, say this. Michael, a black man, is pissed because he's being asked, like, he's the problem. Mm-hmm. Michael then seems a lot like that Sayid is Iraqi. Jin, a Korean man, then shouts at Korean and Michael, but we get no captions. Michael then mentions that Korean folks don't like black people in the United States. Sun says something to Sayid. Sayid talks loud and slow to Sun. Sawyer calls Sayid Omar. And then Hurley calls Sun and Jin Chinese. Like, it is just rapid fire, early aughts, microaggressions, and, like, we are just the most offensive.
But the kind of sad truth is, I think, what are we on, like, day 5? Are they even been there a week yet? I don't know. But I think...
we do know. It's been about 8 days since Charlie has played his guitar.
Yeah, okay, because they're hungry, they're hot, they're tired, they're gonna, like... People are going to start being mean. Like, that's just...
people are just going to start, like, being people. Yeah. And, like, people have microaggressions. I fully understand that. We are two white people talking about microaggressions. But, like, it just did not pass me that just, like, oh, this is just... Like, Michael just got done saying that they're Korean. And then here's Hurley going, those Chinese folks are going to barbecue. Like, sir, I need you...
least they didn't say they
Just
eat
listen with
cats
your
or anything.
ears.
They didn't say that.
Not yet. Then we get a flashback.
Yep.
So Jin approaches Sun on a bridge, and he's looking disappointed, and he lets her know, your father gave us permission to get married. And she's like, don't do that ever again. Oh my gosh, we're going to get married. And he said that, like, she's like, how did you get that done? He's like, I've got to work for your father for 2 years in order to earn the right to marry her, and then they're going to be set for life with all of the money. He then gives her an enormous diamond because now they're going to be rich.
Yeah.
And so we cut back to, like, the present, and Sun is pensive. Back to the jungle, to the water brigade. Jack tries to cover the hive with the suitcase, and Charlie is just, like, covered
in bees.
in enormous bees. Just, like, in, like, real bees and CGI bees.
Yeah.
It's so, just, like, he's just, like, standing there. And then he just, out of nowhere, smacks his face. And, like, when I say he's covered in bees, there's like 20 bees on his head.
Yeah.
He smacks it, and then he stomps on the hive, which breaks it, and everybody runs. Kate and Jack run into the cave, and they strip off their clothes, and then they're fine. Like, they just, like, strip off their shirts, and, like, no more bees. Bees must love their white shirts and nothing else about them. My entire time, my brain's like, jump in the water.
Me too.
Jump in the water.
I'm like, if you're running back to the cave waterfall thing, why didn't you just jump in the water?
Jump in the water.
Also, my girl taught us that. You jump in the water.
Yes. Oh my gosh, where was Anna Chlumsky? Where was Veda?
Sultan Fuss. Anyway.
Sultan Fuss. That's what it was. And so, like, they're like, oh my gosh, the bees are gone because we're now, like, topless.
We're half naked.
Kate and half naked, and then Kate finds a very old skeleton, and she backs away, and her hair partially covers her face.
Thank you.
She looks
I literally
scared.
wrote,
You're welcome.
Kate sees a dead body somehow through all the hair in her face.
Oh, and then commercial, and then Jack's over and investigating. Kate wants to know, who's the skeleton? How did he get here? Where are they from? And Jack's like, I don't know. I just got here too, Kate.
He is doing
Jack's like,
the best he can as far, like, for not being a medical examiner. He's piecing a few things together.
But it's like, I can't do an autopsy. What do you want me, like? It's like, and then he's like, it takes 40 to 50 years for clothing to degrade to the state. Are you a tailor now? How do you know this?
I don't know.
And then, in with one of the corpses, Jack finds 2 stones, one white and one black. Gasp. I didn't ever catch that, like,
Me
the
either.
first time walking through this show. But now I'm just, like, looking for it everywhere. Then Locke and Charlie come back from their sprint from the bees into the forest.
With their shirts on.
Covered. With their shirts on. Charlie is covered in bee stings. Just covered in bee stings. And he hands Kate her shirt. I'm gonna tell this
Yes, it's a terrible joke.
He's like, I found this. She's like, thanks. Bees. And he said, oh, I would have thought C's. Talking about her breasts.
Yeah.
And Kate just, like, looks at him, and he thankfully looks very bashful and apologizes. And then, but Jack is, like, giggling because they're talking about the lady he likes and her boobs.
Yeah, it was like the worst joke ever, but it's like it's
so
like
bad.
you're 12 or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But anyway.
And then so Charlie notices the bodies and asks, were they the people who were here before us? And Jack and Kate get very quiet and very tense, and Locke notices they're being quiet and tense and asks, what are you talking about? And then they brush it off, and they find out that the bodies are a man and a woman, and so Locke calls them Adam and Eve. Commercial break. Then we're back. Sun is now covering Jin's raw wrist. It's raw from, like, the rubbing of the handcuff with aloe, and he is big mad about it because it hurts. It's like Beauty and the Beast when she's just, like, putting, like, the wet towel on him, and he goes, "Argh." Okay. So he's big mad. She's pensive, and then there's a flashback. Sun returns to their apartment that she and Jin live now, and there's a big box, and there's a puppy in the box. It's so pretty. Jin got it for her because he's just been working such long hours that he thought she needed a friend, but the dog is her
Yeah.
responsibility.
He's like, you have to train it and feed it. I'm like,
You have to train
some
it.
more work for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. But she's like, she misses the times when he was poor. Like, do you remember when all you had to give me was a flower? Now you can give me things, and I'm shopping at Chanel
Right.
still. And then her father calls him, and he has to go take the call. Then we're back to the present. The water brigade are filling the water bottles, and Locke suggests that he will stick back with Charlie to help take care of him and his bee stings, and to get to know him. And Jack then gives his big idea about how they all need to live in the caves. And Kate is unsure. We get so much just like staring.
Yeah.
And I watched the episode twice, like once just to watch it and second time to take the notes. And Matthew Fox, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks like he's giggling the whole time. Like, how many takes did this take? Is it because you know that this is kind of a ridiculous monologue that you're giving?
Well,
He just looks so pleased with himself.
he has he does the math though of like, you know, there's 47 people.
Yeah.
You need this much water to survive. We're gonna have to walk him back and forth like this much. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't it make more sense to be by the water?
It makes absolute sense. It was just like the way he was delivering this
yeah.
monologue was glorious. So we're back on the beach, and then Walt and Jin are staring at each other, and Walt doesn't like Jin because, yeah, you tried to murder my dad. Michael shows up. He's like, he doesn't want them looking at each other, and he takes Walt away, and Sun looks off. She is curious. Walt then gets his first lesson in racism, except Michael doesn't want to talk about it because this show was written by white men in the mid-aughts, and they weren't prepared to talk about these things. Because Walt was just like, you said back there that his people don't like our people. What do you mean? Man, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about you. All right, Mercutio.
I literally, every time I see Harold Perrineau, is that how you say his name? Perrineau?
Yes.
I just always think of Mircage, like,
Just
young
think of-
hearts,
Yeah.
to yourself be true.
I haven't watched that movie in years because it makes me motion sick, but it's so good. I would watch just a supercut
Of his parts, yeah.
of him.
Does
doing
every
Mercutio.
Baz
It's
Luhrmann
so
movie give you motion sickness?
good. No, I love Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, okay.
But no, it's Romeo plus Juliet and Transformers. I get motion sick during them.
Seriously, and it could have been because I was prepubescent Tasha, but like Romeo plus Juliet like changed my life. Like,
Good.
like,
I'm so
like
glad.
young Leo DiCaprio, you know.
Doesn't do it for me
Really?
somehow. I love blondes,
Like,
but like
when he's-
for some reason I'm just like,
I mean, it's the
Meh.
famous sort of screenshot, but when he's got those couple hairs in his face, looking through the fish tank, and oh man,
goodness. All right. So Walt wants to know what Michael did to Jin, and Michael thinks that Walt is accusing him of being a bad guy. Again, understood.
Mhm.
Then they accuse each other of not knowing anything about the other, except Michael does know when Walt's birthday is, but Walt does not know when Michael's is.
which I mean, for a dad that hasn't really been around, that is kind of impressive that he knows that, because I know
Right.
dads that like live in the same house and don't know their kids' birthdays. So
It is so
it is
sad.
very sad.
Just take an interest in anybody besides yourself.
Right.
Come on. So Sun offers to go explain things to Michael and Walt, but Jin says that her place is by his side and that he doesn't need to explain anything to a thief. Michael's a thief? And now Sun is concerned. So then we get a flashback. Jin stumbles into their home and he is just covered in blood. Sun wants to know if he's hurt. And then she wants to know whose blood is on him. And then she wants to know, what did you do? And he says, as he's like washing the blood off of his body, he's like, I was working for your father. And she wants to know what he does for him, but he won't answer. So they struggle a bit, and then she just slaps the hell out of him. It is the loudest like slap I have heard on television, I think, ever. And Ginger says, I do whatever your father wants of me. And then Sun backs out of the room and she is scared.
Yeah.
just so many silent emotions on this
Mm-hmm.
woman's face.
And then I wrote, I'm beginning to think Sun's dad is the Korean mob.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But
yes, he's a bad man.
and I mean, obviously, Sun this whole time, even when Jin was like, "I'm gonna work for your dad," she seemed hesitant. Like, so do we think Sun is like willfully ignorant or like knows just enough to know what you know what I mean? Like, what do we think she knows?
That's a great
You know
question. She has to know something. Like, she's not an idiot, and we're gonna find out that she's not an idiot here in another flashback coming up. But like, she's got to know something. But I'm sure it's one of those things. Like, I'm not gonna ask questions because I have this lifestyle that I do not want to give up. She is complicit, and she knows that, but she doesn't want. And maybe that's why she was trying to like run away with Jin when he was poor.
But it does make you wonder if, let's say they did elope, if being poor, she like after a year she would have been like, I'm going back to my dad.
That's a great question. I think we're led to believe that Sun would just be happy being with Jin.
I guess
but
so.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to the present, and Kate and Jack are walking back, and they flirt some more. Are you looking at my butt? You would know if I was looking at your butt. Okay, heterosexuals, you need to stop. You need to stop.
And it was the most
so gross.
Like, I know it's a scripted show, but it was so just awkward the way she even bends over to tie her shoe. It's like the bend and snap or something. Like, nobody does that.
This was the horniest episode, but in like a preteen sort of way. Just super horny, but nobody knows what to do with their bodies. Ugh. But then her hair is in her face again, and then Jack's like, she's like, well, what are you thinking about if it wasn't my butt? And Jack's like, well, I'll tell you all about my plans for the cave. And then Kate's unconvinced that it's even a good idea to live in the cave. So Locke and Charlie are in the cave, and Locke is just following Charlie around. He's like, it's not safe out there. You need to have me. He's like, I'm going to the bathroom, old man. Leave me alone. And he's like, no, I'm going to follow you. And then he reveals that he knows who Charlie is and what he wants. And he says it in like that way that Terry O'Quinn is very good at, especially on this show, of just like, I know who you are and I know what you want. And you're like, oh, he's a drug addict and he knows he just wants to get high. But no, Locke is just like, he knows that Charlie is the Drive Shaft bassist. And they talk about Charlie's guitar and how long it's been since he's played, and it's been just about 8.5 days. And then Locke has faith that Charlie will see his guitar because Locke has faith. And because Locke has already seen the damn guitar.
And I love that Locke, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. He's like fangirling here. Like, who would have known?
Yeah. But in like the weirdest sort of way. Like in just like I know who you are. Your second album was not as good as your first album. But I like your music.
Not just a casual fan. Like he knows.
He knows both of their albums.
Yeah.
And he's just so sad about what happened to the band.
Yeah.
Great. So Saeed is chopping wood, and he is so glad for water. And then like we cut to like another scene, and like it's clear that they've talked about everything that's happened. They've talked about the cave. They've talked about the fight on the beach. And so he and Jack discuss what they're going to do about Jin. And then Jack says he's also going to try to convince people to move to the caves. Jack thinks it's the best way to survive, but Saeed thinks the best way to survive is to stay on the beach with a signal fire. It's clear that Jack thinks that it's hopeless, that they're never going to be saved. But Saeed still has hope. He's like, I'm not going to like give up or so. I don't remember what he says, but he still wants to do it. So then we go back to the beach. Saeed approaches Michael on the beach and apologizes to Michael for like being suspicious about him. He's like, you were the victim. I'm sorry. Saeed also wants to know what Michael thinks about the cave versus the beach. Michael's going to stay on the beach, and Saeed is glad.
Mm-hmm.
So then Jack gives Jin a bottle of water. Hurley and Jack are going to the caves. Hurley then teases Jack about Kate because this is a horny high school episode. It's Degrassi.
Don't even get me started on Degrassi.
Didn't mean to shout that. I'm so sorry. I heard it echo back through my earbuds.
Next, we're going to do a Degrassi rewatch podcast.
Woof. This one's already going to take us 12 years. because we're doing it monthly.
Oh man.
Somebody sponsor us. We can do this.
Yeah,
quicker.
yeah.
I love the show and I love talking to you, but my
Yeah,
God.
and we both just are busy too. It's hard to fit it in.
I know
sometimes,
we're so busy.
yeah.
It is. Then Sawyer approaches Kate, and they don't know what they're gonna do. So we've got the Beachers, we've got the Cavers, and now we have like the Wafflers, Sawyer and Kate, and they don't know what they're gonna do because neither are really good options. And then Sawyer flashes his smile, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I get why everybody is conned by you. You're so handsome.
He's the bad boy from the wrong side of the tracks kind of thing vibe.
And his hair is in his face, but like in a sexy way.
And then
and Kate's hair is in her, is not in her face.
But Sawyer, he says to Kate, how's it feel to be between the doctor and falafel?
Oh my
I think
God.
he says falafel. And I guess he is more referring to the caves versus beach, but at first I thought he meant more like flirty, because I don't get Saeed flirting with Kate vibes much at all. I always thought it was like more Sawyer Jack fighting over Kate.
Or maybe they're just flirting. Who knows? Jack and Saeed. Again, everybody is gay until proven guilty.
They're all on an primal instincts just come out,
Yeah. Hey. Again, horny episode. We'll see. And then Michael goes into the woods, and Sun sees him, and Sun gets an idea. We see Michael chopping bamboo, and then Sun spies him through the standing bamboo, and she has another flashback. Sun is talking to an interior designer. Ooh. And Jin's like, get the dog away from me. And
the dog is grown. This is a more recent flashback.
And the dog is grown. Yeah. So Sun and the interior designer move into the bedroom, but we find out that she is not an interior designer. She is helping Sun escape from her father and Jin because she's so afraid of both of them. And Sun wants the woman to take care of her dog when she's gone. And the fake designer tells Sun about the plan, about how she's going to run away at the airport at 11:15. That when they're there. Great. Back to the present. Sun approaches Michael. He is not happy. And she goes up to him and she explains that she just wants to talk to him. And she tells him that in English, Sun can speak English, and it's very unaccented. She has been studying an American accent for ages.
Yeah.
We go to a commercial break, and we're back from a commercial, and Michael is surprised about her English and then he's mad because she could have explained what happened. I fully get that.
And just think of all the other awkward, like he saw her half naked and she didn't say anything or like
didn't say anything. Yeah. But then Sun says that Jin doesn't know that she speaks English because he has a bad temper. And then Sun explains that Jin attacked Michael over the gold watch he's wearing. And Michael I found this watch 2 days ago. She explains that Jin was supposed to keep a hold of that watch for her father. It's an honor and a respect thing. Okay, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. Oops. So then we're back to half of the Water Brigade. Charlie is trying to run away from Locke, but Locke is much smarter than him. And then Locke confronts Charlie with the drugs. He's like, excuse me. The detox will be long, but at least it'll be Charlie's choice to detox. And Charlie wants none of Locke. So Locke offers up knowledge about where Charlie's guitar is. And Locke says that the island will give him what you're looking for, but you have to give something to the island. And he just puts his hand out, and Charlie reluctantly gives Locke his drugs. Good for you, Bubba. Locke then tells Charlie to look up, and Charlie's like, oh, are we going to pray? And he's like, no, just look up, dude. And so Charlie's guitar is there on the side of the cave, and he gets a little watery-eyed. He's very moved. Mm-hmm. We're then back on the beach. Jack comes up to Kate on the beach, and he tries to get her to go be a caver, but she doesn't want to be Eve, Jack. And she won't tell Jack why. And he's like, what did you do, Kate? And she said, I'm not going to tell you. You had your chance to know. And then her hair covers her mouth in a symbolic way of saying, I'm tight-lipped.
And Jack, I think he says something along the lines of, how did you get to be this way?
Yes, how did you get to be this way? What did you do, Kate?
Don't say that to anybody. Well, actually, I say that to people sometimes, but usually in a funny way.
Maybe say it, but also yeah. Why are you the way you are? Well, trauma.
Exactly.
Oh, So then Michael approaches Jin with the axe, and he just starts yelling at Jin and like shaking the axe in his face. And Jin is like, "Dude, no." And then Michael's had a bad month, and then when he found the watch, he got excited. But it doesn't matter because time doesn't matter on a damn island.
His whole speech here is really pretty funny, actually.
It's actually really great. I'm like, tell me more, Mercutio. Tell me about Queen Mab, please. He then like shouts and like raises the axe above his head and swings the axe down, and he frees Jin from being he's still got like handcuffs on his wrists, but he's no longer like attached to the plane. Then we have a flashback, and we're back at the airport, and we hear a bit of Jack's monologue about international corpse law, and Sun contemplates how she's gonna leave. She's tearful, and she sees that the car is waiting for her. It's a very long, very silent like moment because we do not allow women to speak on this show unless it's Kate. So she looks back at Jin, and he shows her the flower, the same type of flower that he got her when in the gazebo back when he couldn't afford diamonds. And so she cries some more, and then she joins her husband again. He gives her the flower and wants to know why she's crying, and it's because the flower is just too beautiful. And then a blonde lady extra looks directly in the camera.
I didn't notice that.
They're talking, and like you just see her like smile and like towards them, just like you have no idea what they're saying because they're talking in Korean, and then she just like briefly looks into camera. I'm like, ma'am, you don't exist. So then we cut back to the present, and Sun is pensive as Michael walks by her. Charlie is playing his guitar in the cave. Jack brings a bunch of cave dwellers, including Sun and Jin and Hurley and several extras we have never met.
Yeah, there's one part where Jack, when he says, I'm going to try to talk to people about moving to the caves, the couple people he's talking to, I'm like, who are these people? We have never seen these people before.
Well, he goes up and shakes their hand and introduces them. Are you telling me there are 45 other people on this beach and you haven't said, hi, I'm Jack, to all of them? Have you only been talking to our main cast members?
Yeah.
Jack.
I mean,
I thought you were the leader.
He's got too much gallivanting to do. So
too much gallivanting and too many people that need a decision to be made that's not about him. And so Hurley presses the play in his Walkman, and we get a montage to end it. And it's Willie Nelson's Are You Sure? It's a lovely song.
Yeah, and the lyrics make sense. You know, look around where you are.
Yes.
Is it where you want to be?
Yep.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So.
And then the Beachies around a fire, and then Walt asks Michael when his birthday is, and Michael puts him in a headlock and doesn't answer the question. And Sawyer and Saeed and Kate stare into the fire. Then we get like a crossfade of like Jack and Kate looking into their individual fires. Yeah. And then just lots of images of people just existing. Mm-hmm. And the lyrics, are you sure this is where you want to be? End of episode.
One of my first questions for this episode is, when are those batteries for that Discman gonna run out? Because they show they show Hurley listening to that quite a bit, but yeah,
just all the time.
Yeah. So someday that's gonna run out. Just saying.
But who knows? Maybe
not. What do I know? I also, one of my biggest questions, because obviously they're debating between cave versus beach, and they don't want to miss a boat or a plane or whatever for rescue. Why couldn't they just have like a swap routine kind of thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, 1 week, a bunch of us stay in the cave, and then we rotate, and like, why can't they do that? There's enough of them to do that.
Because it's television, and we need like, you have to do this, you have to do that.
So yeah, whatever. Also, my other question: when is Michael's birthday? Like, are we ever gonna?
Yeah, right. And
then
I don't know that we ever find out.
I put, what is the name of Sun and Jin's dog? Did we ever learn the name?
No.
I gotta know the puppy's name. And then I wrote, is Sun a Korean mob princess? I think she might be.
Yeah.
The other questions I had were, did Jin actually kill people or just like torture them? You know, like he was bloody, but like,
Oh, that's a great
or
question.
did he like just kill their dog or something? You know what I mean?
They're Akita, Avita. Oh, there you go, redheads.
And then I wrote, how did Jin not speak English for so long? Because this whole time she's.
Do you mean Sun?
Yes, that's what I meant, Sun. Sorry.
I do it too. I feel so bad.
But because so much has really gone on, like even when Michael came upon her half naked, I right there would have been like, oh my gosh, like I just feel like,
Right.
And then he'd be like, you speak English? And then my last question, when will Kate get all her hair back in a ponytail? Did you have any other questions?
Probably. I watched these episodes today, and I did other things around the house. You know what I noticed? We did not get Shannon or Boone this episode. We also did not get Claire.
Yeah, this episode really didn't. I wonder if they just had other things to do. I don't know. Like they couldn't be.
Like where is Boone gonna choose?
Yeah.
Where is Shannon gonna choose? Where is Claire gonna choose?
Yeah, and I mean, we're on, what is this, episode 6? We haven't seen Rose in a long time. Like we don't see her again.
I don't know that.
Long time, I feel like.
Well, I don't think that she is she's not like one of the main cast members.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she just like comes and goes when they need to have a sad older woman, middle-aged woman.
But we know later her storyline, there's kind of more of a thing. But I remember even seeing her, I was like, I forgot that we met her this early. Like I
know, it was so early.
Forgot.
And then she's just gone. And I think that's probably why we forgot that it was so early.
Yeah. But
I don't know that I have any other like big questions. There was no reading really this episode. We got like the one song from Willie Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's still nothing's answered. We still don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't really know many things.
Although,
yeah, I mean, it's a good episode overall. Like, Sun and Jin become two of my favorite characters on the show.
Yeah, I do really like them later. When Michael breaks the handcuffs, I remember thinking, like, now what are they going to do if they need to, like, deal with someone else that's goes nuts?
Who knows?
Now they don't have.
They should have another set of handcuffs because I thought they looked like those were like very long. Handcuffs that they attached.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. There was only one air marshal as far as we know. So
as far as we know.
All right. I think is that it? Did we actually do this in an hour?
We did. Yeah. Well, because this episode was fast because there was so much silence in this episode because
a lot of just staring.
We just get a lot of just Sun staring because we have to have the reveal that she speaks English.
Yeah, and at the end, when you were saying the Jack and Kate kind of overlay with the fire, it's like those bad 80s 90s photos where like
yes. It was absolutely like a Sears catalog, like a Sears portrait studio
and
glamour shot.
It's funny because when you said earlier that Locke brings up to Charlie like, I know what you're looking for, and then we're like, oh, he does it always talking about the guitar, it's not the drugs. Like Locke obviously knew this whole time that something was going on. Yeah. But and it's so weird, and I do end up liking Locke for the most part, but he's so hot and cold in the beginning. You're like, do we like him? I don't know. Like, it's so hard.
Right. I don't know. Because I realized, like, by the end of the series, I don't think I'm going to like Jack that much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like Kate that much.
Yeah. And Kate.
Sawyer and a yet-to-be-determined person we haven't met yet becomes another favorite set of people that I love.
Brother.
Oh no, that's
not what you're talking about. Oh
no, well I'll talk about it off air, off record.
I thought there was something else I was gonna. Kate. Here's the deal. It's so hard for me because I want she's technically sort of kind of a strong female lead for this show, and so I don't want to dislike her because she's hanging with the boys, getting stuff done, you know what I mean, that sort of thing. But she was a lot of times, even when the show was popular, kind of hated. And I'm like, is it just because she stands up to them or can go toe to toe, or you know what I mean? Like,
part of it is that she's just not well written.
That's right. Yeah, that's really part of it. But I try to,
Like,
stick up for the girl power part of it,
absolutely.
but
Right, because like everybody's an archetype on this
a
show,
little bit,
absolutely. But you've got like Shannon, who's just like a whiny princess. You've got Claire, whose entire job is just to be pregnant. And then you have Kate, who's like, she's the tough girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, like, what else do we got?
And didn't we find out Kate's from Iowa, right, originally?
Is she?
I think so.
There's absolutely an episode that's set in Iowa, but I can't remember if she is from Iowa.
I want to see.
And I don't want to spoil it for me. I could go over to Lostpedia.
I think.
But I shan't.
I need to use the word shan't more often.
It's so good. I'm so pretentious, as you have called me before.
I used the word facetious today at work, and a couple people were like, "I've never heard that word before," and I was like, "It's basically a fancy word for sarcastic." Like,
yes.
What was?
Now I don't know if I know how to spell facetious.
I think it's a FACECIOUS. Is that right?
Oh, you're so close. I just looked it up. Instead of the second C, it's a T. So it's face, T.
It has a T in it?
Facetious, yeah.
Well,
the more you
there you go. I use probably a lot of words I can't totally spell, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm also like on some 100 and something 70-ish days trying to learn French on Duolingo.
Oh, good for you.
Parlez-vous français?
Learning another language is hard and like by yourself.
Yeah. Not great, but just in case, maybe I'll pick something up.
I believe in you.
All right, well, I'm going to hit stop now because I feel like we're just rambling. Okay. And then you can tell me what you were going to say after.
Bye, Podcast Land.
And there you have it. Episode 66 of Talking with Tasha plus Trey, Lostcast, Episode 6, House of the Rising Sun. Could I make the title any more complicated? I hope you enjoyed that very lightly edited episode. And I hope you're enjoying these Lost recaps. Let me know if you are. I think we're going to try to do them a little more frequently. So, be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for listening. I want to thank Trey for making time because we're both busy. We're busy elder millennials just trying to make our way in this crazy world. So thank you for listening. You can listen to Talking with Tasha on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, and talkingwithtasha.com. All my socials are linked at talkingwithtasha.com, as well as my links for Fiverr and Cameo if you need any voice work or personal messages sent to someone for a special event. What else? Oh, you can email me, talkingwithtashapod@gmail.com. You can also, once again, send me messages through the website, talkingwithtasha.com. And, DM me. Let me know what you think, but only if it's nice. Okay, thanks. I really should just record an outro that I use for every episode, but instead I do this weird rambly thing where I'm like, did I say everything? Oh, I remember what I'm supposed to say. Please rate, review, subscribe, comment, share, like. Did I say like? You know the drill. Do all the things to help me. Help me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And the 4th of July is coming up. Please celebrate safely. And don't blow your fingers off with fireworks. I always, on the 4th of July, I wake up, I make a little breakfast, I watch Hamilton on Disney Plus, and then I go about my day. I don't really know what else I have planned that day, but I watch Hamilton every 4th of July because, it's about the founding of the country. It really is. Raise a glass to freedom. Please don't sue me, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Anyway, if he was listening to this, oh my gosh. And I'm going to literally take this microphone away from me. Okay. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. There's only one thing left to do. Be safe. Make good choices. Wash your hands. Just try to be a good person. Stay hydrated. And peace out, Brussels sprout. Bye.